Hey everyone, this is Madam. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet a daisy granny square blanket. This blanket is made up of beautiful daisy squares, perfect for adding a touch of handmade charm to your space. To crochet a daisy granny square, you'll need 3 colors of yarn, a 4.0mm crochet hook, scissors, and a needle. From now on, I'll take you through each step from making the daisy center to turning it into a granny square. So grab your yarn, pick your favorite colors, and let's get started. First, I will use yellow yarn to make the center of the daisy. Start by making a slip knot on your hook. Chain 4 stitches, then insert your hook into the first chain and make a slip stitch to form a small ring. You will be working into this ring for the first round. If you prefer, you can use a magic ring instead. Chain 2. This counts as your first double crochet. Work 11 double crochets into the ring. You should have 12 stitches in total. Slip stitch into the first double crochet to join the round. Next, I'm going to use white yarn to make the petals of the daisy. Join the white yarn to any double crochet stitch in the yellow center. I'm going to work a popcorn stitch to form the first petal. Chain 3. This counts as first double crochet. Then make 2 more double crochet in the same stitch. Remove hook from the working loop. Insert the hook into the top of the first chain 3. Grab the loop you just dropped and pull it through. So, just like this, the first petal is done. Chain 2 and move to the next stitch and repeat the same process to make the next petal. Continue this pattern around, making 1 petal in each stitch, 12 petals in total. Chain 1, slip stitch to join, fasten off, and weave in the ends. Next, I will use green yarn to turn the flower into a granny square. Join the green yarn to any space between two petals. Chain 2 counts as the first half double crochet, then make 2 more half double crochets in the same space. This creates the first cluster of 3 stitches. In the next space, make 3 half double crochet. In the next space, I will form the corner, work 3 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 double crochets in the same space to shape the square. Repeat this pattern 3 more times to complete the round. 2 clusters of 3 half double crochets along each side. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in each corner. Slip stitch into the first half double crochet to join the round. Continuing from where you finished round 3, still using green yarn, chain 2 to start the next round. Move to the next space and work 3 double crochet in the same space. This forms the first cluster along the side. Work 1 more cluster along the side before reaching the corner. In each corner space, make 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Repeat this pattern, 3 clusters of 3 double crochets along each side. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in each corner. When you reach the last cluster, remember that the starting chain 3 counts as the first double crochet. So you only need to make 2 more double crochet to complete the final cluster. I'll use a needle to create a fake V-stitch, which helps make your stitches more even and hides the join. First, find the chain stitch that lines up with the first double crochet. Insert the needle through both legs from front to back. Next, pull the needle from top to bottom, passing through the middle of back chain stitch to form a V shape that blends in with the other stitches. Make sure to pull the yarn gently so the join is the same size as the other chain stitches. Fasten off and weave in the ends. And that's how I make a daisy granny square. It's about 11 centimeters in size. And now let's make more daisy granny squares together. made 100 of these to put together a blanket that is roughly 120 square centimeters, but of course, you can make as many squares as you need to get the size you want. Once you have all 100 squares done, lay them out flat. Here's a sketch to help you picture it. 10 squares across and 10 squares down. I'm gonna join them using slip stitches, following the yellow lines for the horizontal joins and the red lines for the vertical joins. I'm still using green yarn for all the seams. Now, let me show you how to join two squares together. Start by making a slip knot. Then take these two granny squares and start joining them from right to left using slip stitches. In the top square, you'll see two chains. Insert your hook into the bottom half of the second chain. In the bottom square, you can also see two chains. Insert your hook into the top half of the second chain. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Make a slip stitch, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Now continue joining. Find the bottom half of the double crochet of the top square and the top half of the double crochet of the bottom square. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And here's how the joining should look like. Continue making the slip stitch to the end of the granny square. Find the bottom half stitch of the top square and then the top half stitch of the bottom square and join them by making a slip stitch. That's how to join two granny squares. Now take the next 2 squares. Then take your working yarn and start joining from the corner of the top square and bottom square. Find the bottom half of the second chain, insert your hook, and find the top half of the second chain. Insert your hook, then make a slip stitch, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. That's basically how to join every next pair of granny squares. And I will see you then once I have finished joining all the squares. Quick tip for joining the squares. To keep the fabric straight and flat, I'm going to add a chain stitch at the end of each join between 2 granny squares. And here's how I do it. Next, we're going to add a lace border to the blanket. I I've sketched the lace border as a symbol chart. You can pause the video at each section to do it on your own or follow along with me as shown in the video. For the first round, I'm using green yarn. Start with a slip knot and begin crocheting from the corner. Find the second chain stitch and make a standing single crochet. Then continue working single crochet stitches along the side. When you reach the join between two granny squares, work a half double crochet into the chain stitch, a double crochet into the slip stitch, and another half double crochet into the chain stitch of the next square. This will help even out the height of the stitches, making the border look neat and even. Just keep going with single crochets until you need to adjust the height again. Repeat this process all the way around to complete the first border round. When you reach the next corner space, work 1/2 double crochets, chain 2, and 1/2 double crochets into it. Then make a single crochet in each stitch along the side of the blanket. Start round 2 by inserting your yarn into one of the corner spaces. I'm using white yarn for this round. Chain 2, this counts as the first double crochet. Then work 1 double crochet in the same space. Next chain 2 and work 2 more double crochets into the same corner space. Then, make a double crochet in each stitch along the side of the blanket. When you reach the next corner space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets into it. Continue making a double crochet in each stitch along the side of the blanket. For the third round, I'm using green yarn. Start by inserting your working yarn into the second double crochet in the corner space. Chain 1. Then work a half double crochet in the corner space, followed by a chain 2 and another half double crochet into the same corner space. Next, make a single crochet in each stitch along the side of the blanket. When you reach the next corner space, work 1/2 double crochets, chain 2, and 1/2 double crochets into it. Continue making a single crochet in each stitch along the side of the blanket. For the fourth round, switch back to white yarn. Start by inserting your working yarn into the single crochet next to the corner space. Then chain 2. This counts as a double crochet. Next, work 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 more double crochets into the corner space. Then, make a double crochet in each stitch along the side of the blanket. Continue with round 5 using white yarn. At the end of round 4, skip 1 stitch and work into the corner space. Make 5 double crochets in that corner space. Then skip 1 chain and slip stitch into the next chain. Repeat the pattern. Skip 1 chain, work 5 double crochets into the next chain. Skip 1 chain, slip stitch into the next one. Keep going until you complete the round. And this is how the lace border turns out. That's how I crochet a blanket from Daisy Granny Squares. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and give it a try yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more crochet projects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.